The femoral nerve. Anatomy. The femoral nerve is too deep to palpate. Note that it arises from roots 2, 3 and 4, continues within the pelvis, under the inguinal ligament, and then down the leg, where it continues as the saphenous nerve. At the hip, the nerve may be pinched or perhaps hyperextended. Therapist assessment. Prone knee bend. Here I have Dave in prone, and I'm simply flexing his knee. This will challenge many tissues, the nerve being just one. Therapist assessment. The slump knee bend test is a better way to test the physical health of the femoral nerve. Notice here, I'm encouraging Dave to curl up so I can flex his spine and elongate the neural tissues. And then carefully, with his knee at 90 degrees, his lower leg nicely supported, I'm extending his hip. Any symptoms evoked can be structurally differentiated by asking him to extend his neck. If symptoms alter, then the inference is they're neurogenic. Claire is more mobile than Dave, and this is an alternative way of performing the knee bend test. I've asked Claire to hold her top limb, and now I'm going to flex her knee and then extend her hip lying on the bed. In this position, I can also add hip rotation positions to challenge the groin nerves. Therapist assessment. The obturator test. The obturator nerve may be involved in groin pain and even knee pain. To test the nerve, it's a slight variation on the slump side lying position. Here, Claire's spine is flexed. I've now fully supported her leg. The hip is extended and then taken into abduction. The neuralgia test. A variation on the slump side lying test is to perform hip adduction. This will load the lateral femoral cutaneous nerve, which may be involved in the syndrome neuralgia paresthetica. Note here, structural differentiation can be performed by neck extension. Self-management, the half push-up. The half push-up, which is frequently performed for lumbar spine mobilization, also mobilizes the femoral nerve. Self-management, half push-up and neck slider tensioner. Here Claire is lying in a little bit of lumbar extension, but also in thoracic and neck flexion. If she flexes her neck and flexes her knee at the same time, this is a tensioner technique along the femoral system. If she extends her neck and flexes her knee, this is a slider technique. It's a gentle way of mobilizing the femoral nerve complex. Self-management, the Thomas test exercise. This familiar technique is usually performed to test the iliopsoas length. It's also a test of the femoral nerve complex. Note here, if Claire flexes her neck, it's another way of placing load further along the femoral system. Self-management, the hurdler stretch. This is a more aggressive mobilization. In this version, Claire's lying on the bed, her left knee is in prone knee bend, her right leg is in straight leg raise, and she's mobilizing via both legs. Note the straight leg raise of the right leg, the prone knee bend of the left, and the neck flexion to add more load through the entire neural system.